wondered why you can't resist that midnight snack? Or why you can't help but check your phone every 5 minutes? These are not just random quirks. They are, in fact, examples of how predictable we humans can be. Yes, you heard it right. We're like a series of patterns waiting to be decoded. And the master decoder? It's none other than the fascinating field of behavioral psychology. So let's dive in, shall we? Picture this. It's midnight, the moon is high, the world is asleep, and there you are, tiptoeing to the kitchen, lured by the irresistible call of chocolate. Or maybe it's a bag of crisps. But why? Well, according to behavioral psychology, this might be your brain's way of seeking a reward, a little treat for staying up past your bedtime. And what about the compulsive phone checking? It's no secret that we live in a world dominated by digital screens. But why do we feel the need to look at our phones every 5 minutes? What are we hoping to find? A surprise text from a secret admirer, perhaps? Or maybe, just maybe, we're seeking instant gratification, a sort of digital pat on the back for making it through another chunk of our day. Behavioral psychology suggests that these patterns of behavior are not merely whims or habits, but deeply rooted psychological responses. Our brains are wired to seek out rewards, satisfaction, and instant gratification, and these behaviors are just manifestations of those needs. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Understanding these patterns can help us make positive changes. So next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through social media, remember, you have the power to change that pattern. So the next time you find yourself reaching for that block of chocolate at midnight, remember, it's not you, it's your brain. Scene script. Ever heard of the placebo effect? No, it's not a new indie band, but it is equally fascinating. Imagine this. You're at the doctor's office, clutching your head in pain. The doctor hands you a pill, promising it's a cutting-edge painkiller. You swallow it, and lo and behold, your headache vanishes. You're ready to sing praises about this miracle cure, when the doctor reveals a surprising twist. It was just a sugar pill. Shocking, isn't it? But that's the power of the placebo effect, a testament to the might of our minds. Our minds are incredibly powerful. They can convince us that a simple sugar pill is a potent painkiller, or that a glass of water is a magical elixir that will cure all our ails. It's like our brain is the world's best illusionist, pulling off tricks even David Copperfield would be envious of. But it's not just about fooling ourselves into feeling better. The mind's influence extends to our physical health. Stress, for instance, isn't just an emotional state. It can cause real physical symptoms, from headaches to heart problems. On the flip side, positive thinking, a sense of purpose, and a cheerful disposition can improve our health and extend our lifespan. It's like our minds have their own secret health potion recipe, and all we need to do is believe in it. So what does this mean for us? It means that our health isn't just about what we eat or how much we exercise. It's also about what we think and believe. It's about harnessing the power of our minds to improve our health and well-being. It's about realizing that the mind is not just a passenger in our journey through life, but the driver. In the end, the placebo effect is a brilliant example of our mind's power and potential. It's a reminder that sometimes what we believe in can become our reality. So if you think you're getting healthier by eating those gummy vitamins, well, your mind might just make it happen. Ever wondered why you're attracted to certain people and not others? No, it's not because they look like a celebrity. Well, not entirely. Now let's dive into the fascinating world of attraction. It's not all about looks or charm, you know. There are subtle psychological factors at play that might just explain why you've been eyeing that person in the mirror at the gym. First off, let's talk about similarity. It's said that birds of a feather flock together, and humans are no different. We're drawn to people who share our interests, our attitudes, and even our levels of physical attractiveness. Yes, you heard it right. It's not vanity, it's science. So, if you're a crossword puzzle enthusiast, you're more likely to be attracted to someone who also knows the difference between an enigma and a conundrum. Now, proximity plays a crucial role too. It's simple, really. The more we see someone, the more likely we are to develop an attraction towards them. It's called the mere exposure effect. It's the reason we end up dating people from school, work, or even our apartment complex. You see, our brain likes familiar things. It's less work for it that way. So, if you've been noticing the barista at your local coffee shop more than usual, now you know why. Remember that one time when you and your best mate were arguing about who gets the last slice of pizza, and then you both laughed it off? That's shared experiences for you. It's a powerful bonding tool that can turn a mundane pizza slice into a memorable moment. And guess what? These shared experiences can also lead to attraction. Funnily enough, it's not the pizza, it's the shared laughter and camaraderie. Attraction, as it turns out, isn't as mysterious as it seems. It's a concoction of similarity, proximity, and shared experiences. It's what makes us human, and it's what makes our relationship so wonderfully complex. So if you're crushing on your next-door neighbor, don't worry. It's not creepy. It's psychology. Ever put off doing something important to watch just one more episode of your favorite show? No judgment here. We've all been there. Let's dive into the intriguing world of procrastination and explore why we tend to postpone tasks we know we should be doing. You see, procrastination is a bit like a magic trick performed by your very own brain. It's the ultimate illusion of prioritizing instant gratification over long-term rewards. It's your brain saying, "Why do today what you can put off until tomorrow?" And we all know how persuasive our brains can be. Now let's imagine a scenario. You have a big presentation due tomorrow. You know you should be working on it. But then your brain whispers, "How about we check out that new meme page? Or maybe see what's happening in the world of cat videos?" And just like that, you're spiraling down the rabbit hole of distractions, all the while telling yourself, "I'll get to it in a minute." The psychological explanation for this behavior is quite fascinating. Our brain is wired to seek immediate rewards. When we procrastinate, we're essentially choosing short-term pleasure over long-term gain. It's our brain's way of coping with challenging emotions and negative moods associated with a task. We also procrastinate due to a cognitive phenomenon known as time inconsistency. We value immediate rewards more highly than future rewards. So, from our brain's perspective, watching another episode of that gripping drama now is infinitely more appealing than the future satisfaction of acing that presentation. And let's not forget about perfectionism, the sneaky accomplice of procrastination. Many of us put off tasks because we fear we won't be able to do them perfectly. Our brain convinces us that it's better to not start at all than to risk producing something less than perfect. So the next time you're procrastinating, remember it's not laziness, it's your brain playing tricks on you. It's a fascinating psychological magic show, and we're all willing participants. But knowing how the trick works might just help us make better choices. After all, who doesn't love a good magic show, especially when you can learn to master the tricks yourself? So, what have we learned today about our strange, fascinating, and often hilarious human behaviors? Well, we've discovered that we are, in fact, rather predictable creatures. We've learned that our daily routines, the brands we choose, even our responses to certain stimuli, all follow patterns that can be anticipated and analyzed. Quite the revelation, isn't it? To think that our morning coffee run, or our preference for a particular brand of toothpaste might be less about personal choice and more about our brain's love for routine and familiarity. Then we delved into the power of the mind, the incredible force that drives our actions and shapes our world. We've learned that our beliefs and attitudes can literally change our reality, and how the placebo effect isn't just a medical marvel, but a testament to our mind's amazing capabilities. Next, we unraveled the science of attraction. And let's just say, it's not all about good looks and charming personalities. It's also about the symphony of hormones, evolutionary preferences, and even the color red. Who would have thought, eh? And let's not forget our exploration into the art of procrastination. We all do it, and now we know why. It's not just laziness or a lack of discipline, but our brain's way of dealing with tasks that are perceived as difficult or boring. So next time you're putting off that big project or avoiding the gym, remember, it's not entirely your fault. Your brain is just trying to protect you from the horrors of exertion and boredom. We've journeyed through these wonders of human behavior, laughing at our quirks, marveling at our complexities, and hopefully gaining a better understanding of why we do the things we do. Remember, understanding our behaviors is the first step towards changing them. So keep laughing, keep learning, and keep being wonderfully human.